Live from the state capitol with Fred Dicker here on Talk 1300.
Well, Craig Johnson, a Democratic senator for Nassau County, is considered one of the vulnerable marginals this year. Republicans have targeted him. It was a long-time Republican seat, but he's a tough guy, and he's taken on the teachers' unions. He's taken on his own party, and right now he's come up with a very provocative idea. He's saying to the governor, Governor Paterson, if you're serious about wanting to cap local property taxes, and Governor Paterson claims he is, put the cap in your next extender bill and force the legislature to approve it. Joining us right now is Senator Craig Johnson. He put out this proposal earlier today. It caught my attention. He was good enough to come on. Good morning, Senator. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Fred. Thanks for having me.
Interesting idea. Why did you decide to come up with it as you have right now?
Look, out of chaos bears an opportunity. We, in the state Senate, passed a couple times a property cap.
The Republicans who passed that, right?
And actually, this past last month, the Democrats passed a property tax cap proposal unanimously, and we have the opportunity. We passed a couple times in the Senate. The governor claims he supports it. Why not take the opportunity in a budget extender to put it in a bill and force the Assembly to take it up?
Very interesting idea.
An up or down vote. You know, it'll put the Assembly Republicans on notice and have them come support it, and it'll also put some Assembly Democrats to also support it as well.
It'd be kind of ironic if the attention shifted from the Senate, where it is now in terms of a shutdown of state government, to the Assembly, where it might shift if, in fact, this was put in there by the governor, because the Assembly Democrats, led by Speaker Silver, have consistently said, and the teachers' unions have consistently applauded, that they're against any cap on local property taxes. How big do you think that cap, what percentage increase do you think the cap should be? The governor is proposing 4%, last I knew. Attorney General Andrew Cuomo, your party's candidate for governor, says 2%. And I think the Republicans in your House have had 2.5%. Where do you think it ought to be?
It varies. I think that you can do a 3.9%, 4% tax cap. I think the key is getting it done. Look, a couple months ago, the Assembly was balking and holding up race to the top legislation and preventing us from, increasing the charter cap. And you know where I stand on race to the top, and I was able to stand up to the teachers' union leadership and get it done. We can do the same thing here. But I think what's very important is for the governor to talk about his legacy. What's Governor Paterson's legacy going to be? And right now, I don't think he can really point to anything. This is an opportunity to provide a legacy and create a legacy for suburban voters to say, you know what, this is a guy who stood up for property taxpayers. He had a commission. Tom Suozzi went out there, put out a number of proposals. Here's one to do right now, and it doesn't cost the taxpayers or our state a single dollar.
Two quick things. One, I don't know if you've seen Lloyd Constantine's book, Journal of the Plague Year. He says in it explicitly that the Tom Suozzi Commission was a phony, and it was just done for political reasons, that it was never serious. But just on the question of the property tax cap, do you think that Andrew Cuomo, your party's candidate for governor, has set the cap too low at 2%? Because he says it should be 2%. You don't agree it should be?
I don't think that's the case at all. I'm certainly very open to Andrew Cuomo's 2% property tax cap. I have to admit I haven't delved through the 200-plus pages of the Attorney General.
Good reading. Little red book, red, white, and blue book.
I have enough material to read these days when trying to get a budget done. But I think that it's an important conversation to have with the gentleman I believe is going to be the next governor, and he's going to be a terrific governor. He's already done a terrific job as Attorney General. But certainly I think right now we have an opportunity for David Paterson to establish his legacy, and that legacy really needs to be creating a property tax, providing property tax relief, and one way to do it, and a simple way to do it, is a tax cap.
And we're speaking, of course, to Senator Craig Johnson of Nassau County, a Democrat.